holiday makeup using Jeffree Star products. And this is going to be a mother-daughter tutorial. Good morning, beautiful people. This is Anne, Fabulous Life 101. Today I'm doing a holiday makeup for you guys using all Jeffree Star products. And my daughter's going to create one as well. So it's a mother-daughter tutorial. Hey, if you're not already a subscriber, could you please hit that subscribe button and the bell notifications? Thanks so much. On with the video. Good morning, beautiful people. It's Christmas week, and today I'm going to create a makeup look using Jeffree Star products. Primarily, I'm going to be using the Blood Sugar and Blood Money palettes, along with 24 Karat Skin Pro palette. And I'm going to use a concealer. I'm using the Christmas Cookie lip liner and liquid lip and Crystal Climax lip gloss. I think what I'm going to do today is actually start with the lip, starting by taking the liner and then this is the Velour liquid lipstick in Christmas Cookie. I'm going to let it dry for a second. And now I'm going to have my sparkly gloss in Crystal Climax. Now it's time for the eyes. I'm going to start off with Blood Sugar. I just now got this palette. In fact, in about a week or so, I'm actually going to do a 3 looks 3 days from this palette. But today, I'm just creating my holiday look. Look at all of the yummy colors. I'm going to start this with the color called Sugar Cane, which is a beautiful nude. And I'm just going to put that over my eyelids. Next, I'm going to cut the crease. With that, I'm using the Jeffree Star concealer. I'm going to take just this little flat brush, put a dab of it on the end of the brush, and take a little bit on the center of the eye. Now I'm going to take this flat brush and kind of blend it out. Sort of right in the center of the eyelid here, keep it. And then along the crease. Now I'm taking the same brush and I'm going in with this glittery candy floss, and I'm taking that from the center to the middle. I'm taking this smaller brush and I'm going to take this color called Blood Sugar, a deeper shimmer, and put this from the outer edge toward the center. Dot it along my eyelids. Now I'm taking the flat brush and I'm going to go in along the crease with this bright shimmering donor. This is sort of a nice copper color. And just take it right along the crease and kind of blend everything together. And go down a little bit in the center. And I'm going to take a little bit of sweetener and just sort of blend on top and sort of use it to sort of blend all of the shimmers together. Use the sweetener and blend the shimmers together. So overall, I have kind of a red gold look right now. I'm going to close out this palette, and now I'm going in with Blood Money, the green palette. Getting back my liner brush And I'm going to line with this deep, rich green called Crocodile Tears. And for a final touch with this palette, I'm taking my smaller brush and I'm going in with Emerald Estate, this green shimmer, and I'm just kind of touching up right in the corner. Next step, I'm going to add a little more shine with my 24 karat Skin Frost Pro palette. I'm just taking a little bit of this Liberace and just sort of going over the area under my brow a little bit, just a dash of this. And then I'm taking my angled brush and going with Legendary, and this is what I'm using for my blush today. Next, I'm going in with Jeffree Star Natural Luminous Powder, and I'm going to just do an overall dusting. Now let me step off camera for a moment and put on my mascara, and I'll be right back. My mascara's done, got a nice shiny look for the holidays. Now my daughter's going to come on and create her look for you as well. Hers is going to be a lot bolder because she's younger. But I kind of like what I've done. I was able to touch on holiday colors, get a lot of shine without being too brassy.
Hello, lovely people. Now I'm going to do my own version of the Christmas look. For this, I'm going to be using several different of the Jeffree Star Cosmetic palettes. The most important colors, though, are the colors that are in Bloodlust right here, and the green that is in Mini Controversy, and the gold that is in the 24 karat palette right here, though I will be using some other shades for blending and transition. Those are not quite as necessary. I've already primed my eyes with my Anastasia eye primer. So the first color I'm going to use is the Bleeding Heart shade, which is the really pretty metallic red from the Bloodlust palette. And when I'm doing this, I'm applying this to sort of my brow bone area from the outer side in towards the middle. Next color I'm going to use is the green Put It Back from the Mini Controversy. I'm going to use the same brush. I'm just going to wipe it off a little teeny bit first. But since I'll be eventually blending these colors together, it actually helps to use the same brush. And this is going on the inside. Doesn't really matter if it's not perfectly blended or symmetrical right now because I still have a lot more colors to put in. Next color I'm going to use, and this is primarily just going to go on my lid, I'm going to use CEO from the Blood Money palette. And I imagine if you just had the Blood Money palette, if you did not have the Mini Controversy, you could probably, for the green, use this Emerald Estate. But I just like the one from the Mini Controversy a little better. It's a little bit lighter. And it has, in my opinion, just a little more of a Christmassy type feel. And for the gold here, pretty much any gold eyeshadow that's like a true yellow gold would work. Okay, now it's basically time to blend. I'm just using a little bit of this dark red metallic at the bottom of the Blood Sugar palette to do my outer corner. Color is called Blood Sugar. So now I'm taking out my 24 karat gold palette. I'm going to be using a lot of Liberace right here to highlight my lid as well as blend the gold into the red and green. I'm basically trying to just blend in the gold, and then I will bring in more red and green later. A lot of this look is blending because these are not really colors that naturally transition into each other. So a lot of just trying to make this look right is just a blending, 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 adding more of each color until you get to like roughly the right sort of ratio. And then finally, just as this little bit of a transition shade between the green and gold, I'm going to use a little bit of this Poison Ivy from the Blood Money palette, which is the really, really bright lime sort of green color on the top row. And that's a metallic, and it actually goes really well with Put It Back. I've used the two colors before together, and you would not necessarily think that these two would go together, but they do. I'm just going to add a little more Liberace and to the eyes, and then we're done with the eyes. The nice thing about Liberace is the shade goes over other colors really well. And so you can see the other color underneath, but then it gives this nice gold shimmer on top. And finally, I'm going to use this little liner brush here. I'm going to put a little bit of Liberace in my inner corner, just to make sure that my inner corner is sufficiently shiny and gold. And just a little teeny bit more blending. And there we go. There's our eyeshadow. The next step to get a really good Christmassy look is highlighter. You need a lot of highlighter. This is also a good time for Mr. Liberace here. I'm going to use this little blush brush. Just going to dust this gold all up and down my cheekbone. A little bit on my forehead, on the temples right here. Next, to add a slightly less bold gold, I'm going into the Brain Freeze palette, and I'm taking Gold Breaker, which is the top middle. Now I'm just going to take this old brush that I've had forever, and time to blend. So what I like to do with highlighter is I like to use too much and then basically blend it down until I get the kind of look that I want. Because I mean, I have so many of them, it's not like I'm in danger of hitting pan anytime soon. Now I'm taking the 24 karat palette, and I'm going back in to a different color, Legendary, which I'm going to use as my blush. Now, when I did my foundation and concealer, I deliberately used a shade that was a little bit light, because I think for this kind of look, you really want a nice, intense glow, and that helps if your skin, you're starting out from like a little bit of a paler color. And now I'm just going to add a little more highlighter, because my blush is also a highlighter. Makes me kind of equally shiny all over. Finally, we have the thing that ties the look together, lipstick. Got a bright red lipstick. This is Jeffree Star Velour Liquid Lip in Checkmate. So now the lips are done. The final step, once you're 100% sure your eyeshadow is sufficiently blended and done, mascara. And here's the finished look. I'm not sure I'm actually going to wear this on Christmas Day, but I think it's a little bit fun nonetheless. I'd like to wish you and yours a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
By the way, I'd really appreciate it if you could give this video a thumbs up and leave a comment down below. Thanks for watching. Have a fabulous day. Peace, love, and light.